Most of us want to understand the Bible better, to feel connected to its wisdom and its truth. But what if I told you many believers confuse Bible stories with Superman, or even characters from Harry Potter? This isn't an isolated issue. Research shows nearly 1 in 5 churchgoers simply never reads the Bible at all. For many, the reason is simple. The Bible feels confusing, irrelevant, or just too difficult to begin. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the real reasons for this confusion and reveal a structured path to study with confidence. First, many feel intimidated by the Bible's sheer size and complexity. It can seem like a subject only for scholars. Second, studying without a plan is overwhelming. It's like going to the gym with no routine. You wander and lose motivation. This feeling of being lost is a primary reason people give up. The desire is there, but the path forward is unclear. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. But why? Is the Bible so challenging? The reasons go deeper than you might think. The first major hurdle is context. We are separated from the biblical writers by thousands of years, different languages, and cultures. Without understanding their world, we risk imposing our modern ideas onto their words. This is a primary source of misinterpretation. The second hurdle is that the Bible isn't one book. It's a library containing history, poetry, law, prophecy, and personal letters. You wouldn't read a poem like a legal document. Reading a biblical genre incorrectly guarantees you misunderstand its message. So with ancient contexts and different genres, how can anyone understand it correctly? We are going to answer that very question. But first, we must see what happens when we get this wrong. The stakes for our faith are incredibly high. The most common consequence is taking verses out of their original setting. This can make the Bible say almost anything you want it to. This isn't an academic mistake. It leads to hurtful applications. Entire false doctrines are built on these basic misunderstandings. Even when not harmful, it leads to a shallow relationship with the text. We memorize verses without grasping the deeper story. This turns the Bible into a mere fact book or a rule book, instead of a transformative story meant to shape our lives. The stakes are our spiritual health and doctrinal soundness. But the challenges aren't just in the text. They're also inside us. We do not come to the Bible as a blank slate. We bring our own culture, personal experiences, and hidden assumptions with us. Without being aware of our own lens, we can't separate what the text says from what we want it to say. Honest study requires self-reflection. This all leads to a profound truth. Meaningful spiritual growth is impossible without intentional, consistent study of Scripture. So we face an ancient library of texts, and we bring our own biases to the table. It might sound hopeless, but it is not. Remember that feeling of being lost, like being in a gym without a plan? The antidote is a structured, systematic approach to study. This is how we solve our earlier problem. A good study framework gives you the skills to understand context and identify literary genres. This methodical approach prevents the superficial fact book reading we mentioned. It shows you how to read both wide and deep. And you do not have to do it alone. Studies show that learning in a small group significantly increases engagement and understanding. When confusion gives way to clarity, something powerful happens. Application becomes possible. We can finally live out God's truth. The need has never been greater for Bible study resources that are clear, structured, and accessible to everyone. A structured approach builds consistency in your habits, confidence in your ability, and the clarity needed for true spiritual growth. It's about bridging the vast gap between just reading the words on a page and truly understanding the story God is telling through them. This is the very mission of BibleStudyCourses.com, to provide the organized courses that empower you to understand Scripture. Our purpose is to help you develop a deeper relationship with the Bible without the intimidation, confusion, or complexity. Start your path to deeper understanding today. Stop feeling confused and begin studying with confidence. Visit BibleStudyCourses.com.